What is this to you?
It's $1. Not really much going on there.
Now, what can you get for $1 right now today? We're about to go on Dollar Tree. What can you get for $1 right now? All right, hey there, this is Mike, RTD. So I'm in the streets now. And so it's one thing to sit behind a microphone and talk to experts, but it's another thing to get out in the streets. And so I figured what better way to get engaged, to educate more people other than to get out in the streets directly and share the message with them of rethinking the dollar. So as you can see here, RTD in the street, Detroit's my hometown. And so we have this street behind me right here, which is called 8 Mile, which runs from the east side all the way to the deep west side. I have over my shoulder right here a Dollar Tree. And so I'm about to go up to Dollar Tree. I actually can't go on the property to talk to people, but I'm gonna see who's willing to talk to me to basically get their thoughts and help them understand what it means to rethink the dollar. Let's see who's willing to talk to me right now. So basically, I found a guy. What's your name one more time?
Trey.
Trey. So Trey, thank you for talking to me. So as I mentioned, I gave Trey a heads up as to what we're talking about, because standing in front of Dollar Tree, a lot of people feel like I'm asking them for money and they don't have time for me, but I appreciate you taking time for me. So basically, off rip, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on this right here? What is this to you?
It's $1. Not really much going on there.
Now, you say not much going on. What do you mean not much going on?
I mean, there's not really a whole lot you can do with $1 at this point.
Oh my goodness. So the show is called Rethinking the Dollar, and the point is to get people to rethink what's called a dollar. But what if I told you this is not really truly a dollar? This is a Federal Reserve note. What would you say?
So I could get that.
Now let me ask you a question. I mean, I could purchase about 4 or 5 things. How about you? What could you have purchased with one of these things when you were younger?
Probably like 1 or 2 or 3 things.
Right. How about now?
Now we get like 1, maybe 2 things.
Maybe 2, like 2 packs of gum. So the point is,
like
do you know why that is?
Yeah, well, the actual like monetary value changes for these different pieces of paper we have here.
Oh man, that's great. Now, so my action, why? Why does the monetary value change? From what you know?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I know it's based on like the standing of like the economy of each different nation and things of that nature.
Man, hey, so watch this. So, and I say not even to put you on Front Street, but the thing is, why I'm in the streets now is because I do stuff online, and the people I talk to, they are aware of a lot of things that happen globally, and so we're all interconnected. And so basically what I'm here to tell you basically is this is a fiat currency. So fiat currency is basically just government issued paper that we're kind of sort of required to use amongst one another, but it's not the only thing we can use. And so I want to share a graph with you, which I think is quite telling of how far this thing has come along. And so here I have purchasing power of the dollar. So are you familiar with the Federal Reserve System, and do you know who Ben Bernanke is, Alan Greenspan, Janet Yellen? Any of those names sound familiar? All right, so this is great because those people are people who they're the presidents of this piece of paper. So they're the ones that set the policy in place to basically dictate how much this is worth. And as you can see here, we ain't really working with much. You ever seen this before? All right, so as it says here, purchasing power of the dollar. So basically, from the time this piece of debt, which is what it really is, was created in 1913, a dollar would have purchased you maybe, hell, an hour's wage was a quarter. So you get a quarter per hour, roughly, to go to work. So how much would you need now to go to work and enjoy yourself? Be real, be real.
Like how many
of these pieces of papers would you need right now to be happy on your job? 15, 20. So imagine we go back to 1913 and say for a carpentry job, working at Ford, not too far from here, guys was probably getting 20, 25 cents an hour, and which equals maybe $1.50, $2 a day. What can you do with $2 a day from your job? And so that's all because of monetary policy. So research purchasing power of the dollar. You're going to see this graph here. And then if you want for more information, rethinkingthedollar.com is my website. If you go on there, I interview a lot of people who are, big wigs, guys who live in this environment to basically explain to you a dollar is not what you think it is. So you're aware of it now. So the goal is, what do you do from now? You know what I'm saying? So I want you to walk away from this conversation realizing that because of this, what happens when this thing hits zero?
That's what I'm looking at there.
It's going to be bad. And so it'll be hard for me to describe to you how bad it's going to be, but there's a lot of smart people out here that's basically saying prepare now for something that's going to be like we've never seen before. I'm sure you're familiar with the Great Depression, right? So that's a lot of guys I talked to who said the Great Depression was just the beginning of what could come. And so the Great Depression in and of itself was the hardest time in our history up until this point. So with that being the case, man, I appreciate you taking time to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully you walked away with something. So if you can share with me one thing that you may know a little bit more now, what would that be?
Well, you definitely got my mind wrapped around this here. I'm wondering what's this countdown's gonna result in.
Yeah.
I'm just really contemplating what I should be doing with mine.
All right, so I have James, and James is, he's running real fast, so I got a quick second. But my question to him and talking to him was, when you were a kid, what could you purchase with $1? So I kind of left him in thought right there. So share with us what you could have purchased with $1 when you were, say, 9, 10, 11 years old.
Well, $1 you could have got when I was 9 or 10 or 11. You could have got a roll of toilet paper for $1, which was about like 11 cents.
11 cents for a roll of toilet paper.
You could have bought a Pepsi, which was about 27 cents.
Pepsi.
Pepsi cigarettes was like 45 cents.
That's 3 things. That's about 65 cents right there. Go ahead.
Right. Could have bought a Suzy Cube, which the cupcakes.
Yeah.
They was like 20 cents, something like that.
20 cents for a Suzy Cube. So that's about 80 cents. That's 5 things. Right. Give me some more.
Loaf of bread was about, I want to say about 27, 28 cents.
A loaf of bread was about 28, so that's $1. So that's 6 things you could have gotten when you were a kid. Now, what can you get for $1 right now today?
If you're lucky, you can go in here and get a Pepsi. You still got to put 10 cents with it.
So you're going to spend $1 plus 10 cents.
Right.
So basically the point is, so I'm trying to get people to really rethink the dollar, realizing that, the piece of paper we call $1 is not really that. It's a Federal Reserve note, which means it's a piece of debt, which means ain't nothing behind this. So I'm sure you're aware of the whole importance of silver. You have silver certificates and stuff like that. Now, are you aware, or were you aware of silver back in the day, the importance of it in our monetary system?
I wasn't at first.
Not at first. So basically now you up to date. Good deal. So what I tell people basically is more to this piece of paper than we know. And so I want to reach out to as many people as I can to tell them they need to start rethinking the dollar now and understanding what a dollar is. And clearly you know what it is, so I appreciate your help.
Yep.
All right, my man. So, Nawan, I appreciate you taking time to talk to me. So my first question, we're going to talk about money. Now, if you were to go back when you were 10, 11, 12 years old, what could you have purchased with $1? $1.
Everything.
Everything. So give me, throw out a couple of things, because the last gentleman I talked to, he gave me about 5, 6 things.
Really, let's see.
So gas, how much in cents for 1 gallon?
What did I say? 79 cents.
79 cents. Okay, so that's one item. What else can we get for it?
Cigarettes, maybe cigarettes. I didn't smoke. Though.
Okay, cigarettes. So
They were 75 cents a pack.
75 cents, and then we'll name a couple other things you don't mind.
Well, of course, penny candy. That was.
I used to, 100 pieces of candy for $1.
That was a lot for us. Yes.
Oh my! I remember those. I remember collecting change just to go get penny candy.
Yes.
So basically, nickels, dimes had a lot of value.
I don't remember what it was, but it was maybe a gallon of milk.
A gallon of milk.
Bread was
For
cheaper
bread,
than $1.
a lot cheaper than $1. Okay, so basically, a dozen eggs. So I start off this conversation basically to have us reminisce and thinking about what we could get for $1. Now, you about to go on Dollar Tree. What can you get for $1 right now?
Well, it's a lot of things in there. It's a dollar store. But yeah.
So just one thing though.
Yes, one thing.
And then tax on top of
Yes,
that. So basically, you're going to spend more.
Yes.
Now, so the reason I'm even talking about this is because the idea of $1 is not really what we were taught in school. I wasn't taught anything. I had to go read some whatever. But so most people don't really care. But I'm trying to tell people that right now there's a lot of things happening that people should be concerned with, primarily starting with this piece of paper we call the dollar.
Right.
Now, and so what's the difference between, are you familiar with the Federal Reserve? The Federal Reserve System, Ben Bernanke? Okay, so that organization is the ones that issue this piece of this instrument. And what if I told you this wasn't all there was to what the word we use as $1?
Right.
So it's not. So basically, with this right here, purchases less over time. Now I'm going to show a graph to you and get your thoughts on this graph. Now let's take this back a little bit. We have 1913. $1 could have purchased. $1 was, a day's wage roughly. Now here we are. This is a little bit old, but yet we're almost near zero.
Right.
So what do you think has happened when this thing actually hits zero to the point where we go off the chart? What do you think that looked like?
It's nothing.
It's nothing. Great. Now, so knowing that it's nothing, how do people, in your estimation, go about protecting themselves from losing with this piece of paper?
They have to do investing.
Okay, invest in what though? Because a lot of things we invest in is denominated in this piece of paper.
Well,
so if this paper lose value, okay, that's a good one. So how about this? Another alternative. If I had a silver certificate, are you familiar with the silver certificate? Okay, so the whole idea behind that was silver itself is money, and there was a certificate to be able to redeem it. So how about using silver as a hedge against losing something in this? You think you think that work? All right, now watch this. Here's something else. So here I have a silver dollar. So it says $1 on the back, but how much you think you get for this right now?
It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing.
Probably nothing?
Right.
How about if I told you?
Years on it.
So you check it out, examine it. It's a 1893 silver dollar. So as a hedge, this right here, it cost me almost $20.
Oh, okay.
So I paid 20 of these just to get one of these, and they both say $1. So my end of the story is that this thing has gone up in value, and this thing goes down. I talked to 3 people. I could talk to more. I'm enjoying my time here, just getting a chance to speak with people on this matter. And so far, I've had a variety of thought processes in regards to what money is and what money's not. And then share with them the importance of thinking beyond a piece of paper called Federal Reserve note. And I think I did that today. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Give me some questions that I probably can ask to make the conversation flow a little smoother. And other than that, if you're new to RTD, click the subscribe button. I got more RTD Industries coming because this is a great way for me to get out, talk to people who really need to hear this information. So other than that, thanks for your time.